Hi everyone, it's Øyvind Martinsen here and welcome to this Adobe Lightroom training video. In this video I will show you how to use the graduated neutral density filter built in the Adobe Lightroom software. So let's get started. Here I have an image of a landscape in Panama, and this is how I shot it. And I want to fine-tune the sky and the foreground, and to do that I can use the built-in graduated neutral density filter, and we find that here on the top, here in the develop menu, and we have the filter here. I click on that, then the menu pops up, and here we have all the adjustments we can do in the filter. We have the color temperature, we can do the exposure adjustments, contrast, we can adjust the highlights, the shadows, the clarity, saturation, sharpness, and so on. And let's get started here. I want to start here with the sky, and to be able to work with the sky I have to click and drag downwards. So I have this cross here in the center, and I click and drag downwards, and I also press the shift button on the keyboard to have the horizon straight here. Let's see now, I press the shift button and drag, and you see the lines are straight. If I let go of the shift button I can easily move it like this, but this is a image with a straight horizon, so I can use the shift button and drag it down here. So everything above the upper line here now will have full effect of what I do here in the develop menu, and between the upper line here and the line below is a graduation from full effect above to no effect below. So let's test that. You see here's full effect on the exposure on the upper part, and the other way. So let's begin. I want to drag it a little bit more down. I take this ring in the center and drag it down to the horizon, so the upper line is down to the horizon. You see now it's a better position for the filter. Everything above here will be affected by the adjustments I do here on the right side. So let's do some more example. If you want to turn the filter, you can take the center line and just adjust the position. If you want to increase the graduation from full effect to zero effect, you can take the line here in the bottom and drag it downwards or upwards here. But now I want to increase the contrast a little bit here on the sky, so I drag this contrast slider to the right. You see now this is too much, but a little bit more, then I get a more dramatic sky. You can also add a little bit more saturation, so the good color skies will pop up a little bit more, like this. Not like this, this is fake, and not like this, this is too little. But always be careful when you fine-tune the saturations. I think around here can be good. And if I want to change the color temperature, I can have cooler tones if I take this temperature slider and drag it to the left, and warmer tones to the right. But see, this is an image with both cold and warm tones on the sky, and we have to balance it so we don't lose the nice blue, and we don't want to lose the nice warmer orange. So we have to balance it. Maybe we can be around there. Now we have good blue and good orange. So I think that's it for this upper part with the graduated neutral density filter. And if I wanted to darken the sky, I could do that. You can do a little bit, maybe only 0.11, minus 0.11. You get a little bit more dramatic sky, a little bit darker. And if I wanted to get the shadows more dark, I can also use the shadows here. You see? More dramatic, but don't overdo it. I want maybe just a little bit extra. -2. That's good. And I will start with another filter, and now I want to work on the foreground, the green vegetation here in the foreground, and then I go up here and I want to use a new filter. I click on new. You see, the other filter closed down and you can only see the ring here, and the circle here. You can open it again if you want to do adjustments, and this is the area this is valid for. I click on the ring and then I can start again and do other adjustment if I want to. But now I want a new one. And to be able to work with the graduated neutral density filter on the foreground, I have to click here and drag upwards. When I worked with the sky, I clicked and dragged downwards. I will start here. I click and drag upwards. You see, and if I press the shift button, I will have straight lines, something like this. But I want to have it a little bit along the edges of the water plants here. A little bit more down, a little bit more like this. So everything under the line here below will have full effect of what I do. And we have the graduation from full effect here and to nothing in between this one, these lines here. So let's see an example. If I overdo it, this is full effect. We have the graduation in between here. So I want to lift the exposure a little bit on the foreground. This is the original, how I shot it. I want to lift it a little bit up, so the green is coming out a little bit more. I think here. That's better. Just a little bit up, 0.32 on the exposure. So I think if I do this, it's fake. It looks fake. So I go back. So it has to be a little bit more in balance with the sky. And this is an evening shot. So I think around here. And I can of course also adjust the color temperature if I want. Colder, warmer. This is, you see, this is not balanced with the color temperature on the sky. And this is too much cold. To get back to the starting point, I can just double click on the slider and I'm back to the starting point. So I think I keep it where it is, and I think we are done. So what I do now, I go down here and I close the menu. Now let's see the image in full size. Yes, I like the balance here between the foreground and the sky. It's not too much and not too little on either side. So I have a stronger image now with better contrast, tones and colors than before. So using the built-in graduate and neutral density filters in Adobe Lightroom is very useful. And in addition, I use the physical Gale and Ravel Stingray graduate and neutral density filters out in the field to balance the light, so I get good density in my images out in the field, and then I can just fine-tune it here on the computer in Adobe Lightroom, and don't have to spend too much time in front of the computer. Best thing you can do is to be out in the field and do more photo work and spend as little time as possible in front of your computer. So thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe on my channel. I will post a lot of good stuff here. If you want to learn faster, enroll into my online photography school, the Outdoor Photographer Accelerator. You find a link below the video here to the school. And I see you inside the course. Thank you for watching.